heroes to do it. You can hear who the crowd wants right now, as now it will be BeastModePaul and Shuton stepping up to bat here. What do you think Hero can do about Aegis's speed? Because I feel like that could be a pain point.
Already online here too, the accelerate was on deck as we see the early combos. That low percent stuff, especially ending with up B off of fair, off of up air is really good, but Pyra already looking to make some damage. This rapid jab will put the bruises on.
Still, though, Paul going to be able to at least find the zoom here. Now we got to find a couple of hits, right? That side special, Zapple, is going to be so good in this matchup because we just want to keep Mythra off of us, right? We just want that spacing, just kind of getting out of here so we can pull, like you said, our kind of flashing Christmas lights off of that menu here. But still, Shuton so masterfully moving right now. Paul with a great parry, but we got to find a little bit more here. The Nair is catching so much script.
And Paul does so much work out of shield as well, too. People get pretty scared and want to run up on BeastModePaul, but that up B out of shield can be a really good get-off-me option if it ever gets a little too hairy.
Ooh, okay, still though, great parries. And that's the thing about Paul, he always seems to have a correct punish for everything. The blazing end and the parry there as well, going for the assist to follow up. But still, this is what Shuton can do. Shuton can essentially speed bully Paul here, right? Unless we have Accelerator to kind of work with right now, not going to be able to find anything else. Shuton, though, finds the aerial, doesn't find anything else. Paul is going to zoom back on stage, but will be able to thread the needle, find the back air. It is United States going up, at least in the first stock.
And we have Oomph online here too, gonna be putting on some heavy pressure as we get these spells online. Accelerate, we're looking like Christmas out here. Get back to stage in no time flat. Oh, the jump over here too. It is so hard to chase, especially if you're on the Pyra here, you've got no chance.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's why we're exactly back on Mythra, right? Because we want to match speed with speed, but the dash attack only going to be punished with this jab, and every jab actually works out for us because we're able to fill back up that meter. Now here comes that Zapple that we were talking about, still spacing out. Shuton trying to find the answer with Pyra, but look at Paul stacking up so much extra credit on this first stock. Had the right idea with the back air, but Shuton going to be able to avoid and find that F-tilt.
Full mana online here too. We already get to spending it. Accelerator online here too. Full lights ahead, but the juggle will get going. Air dodge down. All this drift as well. Going to keep BeastModePaul safer than probably would have been.
Absolutely. And now, honestly, Paul just has the time and the space to get whatever options he wants to out of that menu. But here comes Shuton. Beautiful landing back air. And I think that's kind of been Paul's like A-game winner here. I love how the crowd is going boom, by the way. Keep doing that, guys. That's really funny. But now trying to find something. It will be the swoosh that does kind of send Shuton off here. Shuton just doesn't look comfortable at all.
Yeah, that up special at ledge is an absolute bane of a lot of characters existing, especially with the limited recovery you can find on some of these characters Shuton's pulling out. Could be a big opener. Looking for a jump away out of shield there too. Not going to find it. Just these jabs keep setting up juggle situations, and speed will be the choice here too.
Okay, still though taking his time, and Paul has become the tempo maker in this match. Shuton still chasing, but I have to say Shuton is closing the gap in terms of percent extremely well. Fortunately, a whiff grab from Paul is going to allow for Shuton to put himself back into advantage right now, but it will just be the empowered up air that does it.
Shuton was looking for a lot of roll-ins there into the stage, but BeastModePaul able to stand tall and avoid all of that. Find a good opening, call out.
Yeah, that feels good too when you hit that up smash, right? Because it definitely lets you know that you hit it, but Shuton still now trailing from behind, trying to find this up tilt pivot. Here comes Pyra, beautiful switch, masterful.
Speed here chosen with the Mythra. Yeah, run him down. Does not have any of those buffs online. I love the low downer to set up the juggle continuation.
He's still
uppy that, yep.
Yeah, beautiful stuff, right? Now Shuton definitely catching on, and the zoom too, please keep that up. There's the 599 move of Foresight for you, just to help Shuton get out, but now look at Paul starting to blink those colors here, starting to get a little bit more dangerous, trying to find things, but look at Shuton, man, putting out all of these hitboxes, just stop.
Ooh, four tilts the wrong way. That was laggy. Shuton wanted to grab, maybe looking for a roll into stage again. Wants to keep calling out defensive options. This is scary.
Ooh, yeah, goodness. There it is. Finds the up smash. Shuton will be able to get game number one. And my goodness, the pop off too. Like, yes, oh my goodness.
Needed that one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, got to think about it, right? Like, there is so much on the line here. I can't say that Shuton has probably ever studied a player like Paul before. So we're doing all this adaptation on the fly script.
And you can kind of tell there's so many defensive options being pulled from Shuton early in most of these situations, double jumping over spells and switching off to get a little momentum canceling between Pyra and Mythra. So I think there are paths forward for victory here for BeastModePaul, but Shuton happy to take the front step in this set.
Gotta, right? Gotta think about it though, where we are going next. If we're Paul here, Shuton thinking about the bans, honestly, it's smart, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I should have done my research a little bit more before this, but I don't know how often Shuton plays the Japanese heroes, but we'll see how this one is going to go. Paul still very much in this. I know Paul has the entire crowd behind him at this point, as he is America's first line of defense here for Japan.
Truly is. We seem to have vanquished all but one here, but this just might be the scariest one we have brought over here for Riptide 2024. Told by the game count, we are locked and loaded here. No switches, of course. Everything seemed to be working out fine. PS2 will be our venue here. Why do you think, Lyric?
Spacing at this point, tons of, I mean, I have to say my biased take is just that PS2 is a great stage. I know a lot of people are fighting between PS2 and Battlefield. I'm always going to recommend PS2 because I guess I'm the older player in the crowd now. But I think PS2 is just a long, wide stage. It gives us tons of time. It gives Shuton a lot of space to just use these platforms, just try and chase down Paul. But the thing is, you don't want to be too close, right? Like those zapples, for example, from the ledge, those kabooms, like they can be very dangerous up close. So this at least gives Shuton some space for him to get back down on the ground and kind of regain himself.
Accelerator online already. Matching quickness with quickness here too. You see how fast we can close the gap and get that run-up grab forward throw. Oh, wants an air dodge call out to the platform.
I was about to say, bro went for that up smash. That was the hardest read in the book. Not going to be able to find it there. Shuton definitely not going to fall into that one easily, right? But at tilt there, going to send Shuton off. She's going to be able to find the Accelerato here and be able to find the stop. Beautiful stuff from Paul. I love the way that Paul has so much control in Accelerato because, trust me, you are so much faster than you even realize when you have that move active.
Yeah, you're holding the stick forward and you're like, oh my gosh, I did not believe I had this much drift. Oh, the remix, looking for the up smash after the second down air.
Still though, and now is going to be Paul regaining, trying to get something started here to the down air. But look at this, the scramble in the center is going to allow for both of these players to just kind of go back into their corners like boxers and find their momentum again. The zoom from the crowd here. They go up throw, going for the up air, unable to find anything. And still now Shuton trying to find his first stop, will be able to off the side.
Yeah, got caught in the end lag of the spell there too. BeastModePaul a little too close for comfort, and Shuton will find it. Oh, Lightning Buster coming out here too. Forward smash, not going to connect, but timed pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. And now here comes Paul, right? And this is what's scary about Accelerato is that you never really know. Like, heroes really flying at you. And especially if you're in a shield, that shield grab's going to come out a lot faster here. But here comes Shuton, going to be able to find that damage with that rapid jab again. But it is going to be the forward air wars, and Paul is going to be able to win it. And now going in for that dash grab, unable to find it. So now Shuton going to have an opening that he definitely needed.
Both players across the stage here. Accelerato back online. Foresight trying to give Shuton the opening for just a standing forward tilt, but these jumps and this drift might have put BeastModePaul in a bad situation, but able to get out immediately.
I just love the way that Paul really moves with that Accelerato to find the forward air every single time. It feels like he's flying across the stage. And here comes Paul, going to be up, going into Shuton's final stock of this game number 2 here. But my goodness, calling out all the way there from Paul. And now Shuton going to even it back up. We're 0-0, Script.
Accelerato online here too. That up throw can be taking the distance for a bit of damage, just 28 though. Yeah, finish this on an up B, give me my percent. Oh, bounce online here too. Option we have not seen from Paul all too much, but I like the idea, especially for these low percent combos.
Ooh,
wow,
no.
Not gonna come in to be the case. Shuton closes that one out emphatically.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of the thing with the hero recovery, right? If you're not getting zoom right, you have to go for something like the Kaswoosh, and then you're only going up, right? So Shuton can just line himself up for that down air. So if we're unable to find zoom, got to go for just, unfortunately, an option that leaves us very susceptible to being punished. So 2-0 for Shuton right now. Paul has to find a way back in. We saw glimpses of it in some of our other sets. We got to keep going.
2-0 once again, not unfamiliar territory for this commentary block we've been on thus far, but there has been some battles back from those players down to, and BeastModePaul definitely seems up to the case.
Okay, still though, I like the frizz coming from the side here. So now it is going to be Paul trying to get a little bit of kind of buffs to start us off here. But once again, Shuton is doing such a good job of overwhelming Paul with Mythra's speed. And that's exactly what you're able to find here when you play this character. Just a very aggressive, in your face. The normals just go out so quickly here.
Ooh, that landing aerial to BeastModePaul, not able to find the punish. And I think it's because there was, oh my goodness, the jab knock off the footstool there to Shuton, making everything work here in the starting of this third game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Shuton locked in at this point, right? Like, bro is just going for these demon options, if you will, and Paul just has not had time to find those forward airs that we were seeing a little bit earlier. The Zappos are being shielded all the way through. It's just not starting to kind of look in Paul's favor. The footstool again! My goodness, he hit it twice! He hit it twice!
Lethal efficiency, a cold-blooded killer is Shuton here too. Wants to move on to winners finals with a 30.
That hurt. He hit that twice. That's crazy. Paul, though, definitely not out without a say here, trying to find this forward air, but it just feels like Shuton has the pace of the match completely in his hands, using Pyra's F-tilt to even space Paul out, but here comes the Accelerado, going for the forward air, unable to find anything, the swoosh, but can't find the F-smash. The trajectory was almost there, but the Nair going to connect. Zapple, just get off me here, and now it is all up to Paul. How do you find this first stock off of Shuton, and then how do you find the other two?
Seems to be the question here too. Finally gonna find something on the high recovery from Shuton. Journey of 1,000 miles, and I think we just took the first step. Shuton might be stopping BeastModePaul in his tracks, but my goodness.
Definitely not out for the count just yet, but still, it's such a tall task to fill here, trying to get something started, but still switching back on over to Mythra. And I feel like the Mythra has been really what has been the thorn in Paul's side here, because she's just so fast. She just gets set up too easily. There's the Pyra, though, going for the finisher. But now Paul, there it is, down air, up air, Shuton 3-0. My goodness, dominance coming out from Japan.